Yeah.
Yeah, so I've been doing on Surah Yasin as well.
Oh,
Because
mashallah, mashallah.
I try to look out for the all those the rules you were teaching us.
Okay.
So that's what I was trying to do.
Okay. Yeah. Inshallah.
Inshallah. Maybe I should
Okay.
start with a small surah.
No, no. Surah Yasin is good. Surah Yasin is good. Because we read Surah Yasin every day.
Yeah.
So Surah Yasin is a very good move, mashallah. Because we have to read this surah we should read this surah every day morning. There is a lot of virtues for it. So we can start with the first two verses. We'll read it slowly. Try to do all the rules. Try to implement all the rules, and the rest of the surah you can just read it however you want. So every day, 2 or 3 verses, we'll try to implement as many rules as we've learned, and then the rest of the surah just read it. So in that way, the implementation will stay every day. You'll apply some rules every day. That's very good. Assalamu alaikum, brother Fahim.
Walaikum salam.
Mashallah.
Sorry.
Nice. No, it's okay. Nice to have you back. How is your practical makharij going?
Alhamdulillah.
Have you been
slowly but surely?
Slowly but surely. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. And one other thing, if we do something very little, but constantly every time without any gap, that's more effective than doing like 1 page a day and then we forget doing that thing for the next like 2 weeks or something. So that's why I said 1 verse a day. It'll take maximum 2-3 minutes or 5 minutes. But if we do it every day without any miss, we'll see the difference. Okay. Is there any questions regarding makhraj or what we done on module 2? Is there any questions, anything you want me to go over, or we're ready to start module 2, inshallah?
Inshallah.
Are we ready to start module 2? Yeah. Okay. In this module, inshallah, from now we're going to start reading Quran. So what we'll do, beginning of the lesson, I'm just going to test you on some rules, what we've done in the previous lesson. First 5 or 10 minutes. Someone else join. Assalamu alaikum, brother Abdul Haq. Okay. Okay. How it's going to go now is we've done the makharij. So every lesson, every Wednesday, inshallah, we'll start with 10 minutes. I'm just going to do a quick recap on the previous session. I might ask some questions randomly, then we're going to do some new rules. And after that, we're going to go to a page from the Quran and we're going to try to read it, try to implement those rules we done, all the rules we done till that day, and try to read it. So if it's 1 verse, it's enough, but try to read the verse as best as you can. That's what we'll do, inshallah. Okay. Is everyone okay? Assalamu alaikum, brother Abdul Haq. Okay, he's not responding. It's okay. It's okay. Okay. Those who didn't attend module 1, it's okay. You didn't miss a lot. I'm always there to help. The best thing is if you can watch those videos. It's all on YouTube. There's 4 videos, only 4 videos, because we done 4 lessons. So if you can watch 1 video each week, so by the time we go to module 3, you'll catch up with us. Watch a video each week, 1 hour video. Any questions, anything you don't understand, just write it down, take a note. You can phone me. My number's there. My name is Farouk. My number's on WhatsApp group. You can phone me. You can text me. Or if you don't want to do anything either, you can ask me when we do our lessons on every Wednesday. Okay. What we covered in the first module was we done some virtues of reciting Quran, learning how to read Quran, and the people who act upon what they read. We've done makharij. We've done the 2 types of mistake. One is major mistake, those mistakes that can change the meaning of the word. So imagine it was meant to be a qalb, qaf with a big qaf, and you didn't pronounce it the way it was meant to be pronounced, and you read it with a small qaf. The meaning changes because the big qaf means heart and kaf means dog. I've given so many other examples. You can watch it on the video. So these are called the major mistakes. What's the consequence of major mistakes? Number one is haram, because you're changing what Allah revealed to us. Number two, if you're praying salah, your salah breaks. And number three is if you're not praying salah, then you're not going to get any reward for reading Quran. Forget reward, Quran will curse you, and Quran will tell you, please, can you stop reading me, because you're not reading me the way I was revealed to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Okay, so we have to, our main aim is to stop big major mistakes. This minor mistakes, we didn't go over that because we don't know the rules. We're going to learn so many rules. Some of the rules, if we miss those, it becomes a major mistakes. That's the one I'm covering now. Like Adhan Makharij, the point where the sound of the letter comes out from. You have to know this very good, because otherwise it becomes major mistake. Minor mistakes are what we're going to do from now. So like qalqala, bouncing, full mouth, empty mouth, all those, they are minor mistakes. Okay. And then what we done the 17 makharij, this where the sound of the letter originates from, like ba, mim. Ba comes from the dry part of the lips, when both of the lips they join together, like ba, and mim comes from the wet part, the inside part of the lips. What's the best way to find out the makhraj of the letter is you put a sukoon on that letter, or you put a fatha on that letter. Okay, and then we done the 6 places we stretch, and the 6 places we don't stretch at all. Okay, so 1 fatha, 1 kasra, 1 dhamma, 2 fatha, 2 kasra, 2 dhamma. We don't stretch them at all. We don't take our time. We just read it fast and we go. Like amara, we don't say amara. Okay, and there's 6 more places where we do make long. We stretch it a bit. After fatha, if there's empty alif, after kasra, if there's waw sakin. I didn't go through the stretching part yet. My main thing was non-stretching. So because majority of the Quran we don't stretch. There's some places we have to stretch. Okay, so Quran is smooth. You only stretch where you have to stretch. Then you read normal. Then you only stretch. It's not like how we were taught when we were young. Like, oh, just read anyhow. Stretch, like Alhamdulillah. We don't read like that. We only stretch what is meant to be stretched. And if it's not meant to be, those words which are not meant to be stretched, we read it fast and clear. Okay, 7:15. Let me start. Brother Farhan said he's going to be running late, but I told him to join by 7:15. Let me start today's lesson, inshallah. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Okay, can everyone see the slide? Yes?
Yeah,
Yes.
I can see it. Yeah.
Okay then. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. This is level 1, but module 2. In this module, we're going to do a quick recap. I've done the recap, and if anyone still has any questions regarding module 1, you can always ask me. Okay, we're going to do a recap of the letter pronunciation, and we're going to concentrate on 2 things: the rules, necessary rules, and the qualities of the letter, so that we know no major and minor mistakes are being made while reading the Quran. There's 2 things we're going to concentrate from now till the 4th module. We're going to learn some rules in every module, and some letter qualities. Okay, so we're going to learn some rules and some letter qualities, and then module 3, I'm going to go a bit more advanced on the rules, a bit more advanced on the letter qualities. Module 4, I'm going to go deep in, and then, because I don't want to just teach all the rules now and then quality, because then people tend to forget the rules. I'm going to teach some rules, some qualities, some rules, some qualities, some rules, and at the same time we're going to do practical reading as well, inshallah. Okay, now this module starts from today, the 16th of December, and it should last till the for the next 4 weeks, till 6th of January. But then it's up to you lot. Do you lot want to do lesson for the next 2 weeks, or do you lot want to break for the next 2 weeks because it's school holidays? Let me know it's up to everyone, whatever you lot want to do. If you want to do 1 week, like if we do next Wednesday we do a lesson, and the following Wednesday we take 1 week break. So if anyone wants to do something, they can do it, and then we do another 2 lessons in January, and then we finish this module. I think that's better. So we do today and we do next Wednesday, so at least 2 lessons from this module gets done. And the 30th of December, that Wednesday, we take a week off, and then 6 January and the following Wednesday, whatever it is, we'll do 2 lessons then. I think that would be very good. But if you lot are really eager to learn and you don't want to miss any Wednesday, I can teach both Wednesday during the holidays. I don't mind. Just let me know. Just okay. What we will cover in this module is, as usual, we're going to go over one virtue of Tajweed or Quran recitation. We're going to go one virtue each week. Okay, so today we're going to go over, there's so many narrations encouraging the recitation of the Quran, but what I normally do, I normally get 4. So we done 4 in module 1. I'm going to get 4 now, but each week before we start our lesson, we're going to go over one virtue of Tajweed or one virtue of reciting Quran, just to encourage us, just to keep us positive. Okay, now today Prophet ﷺ said this is very good, okay, because this, a lot of people in this lesson, they come under this hadith. Okay, Prophet ﷺ said the one who recites the Quran and is well versed, okay, well versed means he's very good, fluent reading, okay, he will be in the company of the noble and righteous angels, okay, but the one, and he will get 1 reward, because he didn't make any effort from his side. He knew it, but because he read Quran, he will get reward, okay, but then we read each reward is multiplied 10 times, okay. But now this one, and the one who reads the Quran but he struggles, but just because of his struggle in his hardship, he doesn't let it go. He doesn't get sick and tired and say, oh, do you know what, Quran is not for me, it's too hard, I should have learned it when I was young, blah blah blah, all these excuses. No, Quran is hard on him. He finds it hard to pronounce the letter Hamza. He finds it hard to make the difference between Sad and Sin and Ta and Ta, but he still tries. He still tries. They will get 2 rewards. 1 reward for trying and not giving up, and 2nd reward for reading Quran. While the person who's well versed, they'll get only 1 reward, okay, because there is no struggle from their side. Okay, when they struggled, when they were studying and they struggled, they got 2 reward, but when they mastered it, they only get 1 reward. But the person who's struggling, now this is a very good encouragement for us lot to keep learning, struggling, but you're not giving up, okay, alhamdulillah, you get double reward. And remember, each reward is multiplied 10 times, up to 70, up to 100, and whatever Allah wishes. Okay, so the more good intention you have, the more sincere intention you have, Allah will give you more reward. Okay, mashallah. We've done the Makharij. So what I'm going to go to now is these are the quality of the letters. Okay, so each letter, it can either be from one of these 2. It can either be full mouth. I did mention when I was teaching, when I was doing Makharij, the difference between okay, Assalamu alaikum, Farhan.
Walaikum salam.
Okay, Farhan, you haven't missed anything.
Okay.
We just done a quick recap on lesson module 1.
Okay,
and we done this hadith.
Okay.
The virtues of I'm just going to go over it again. I'm going to go over it quickly. Prophet ﷺ said this is like an encouragement and to keep us going. Okay, Prophet ﷺ said the person who's well versed, who's mastered Tajweed and he knows how to read Quran fluently,
yeah,
he will get 1 reward. He will be in the company of the noble and righteous angels. And the person who reads Quran but they're struggling, but they're not giving up, they're struggling, they're finding it hard, but they're still committed to it, they're trying their best, Allah will give them, Prophet ﷺ said, Allah will give them 2 rewards, double reward. One, because they're struggling and they're not letting it go. They're struggling and they're trying to make it perfect, inshallah. And the second reward is because they're reading Quran. And every reward, like I said before, every reward is multiplied by 10, by 70, up to 100 times. Yeah?
Yeah. That's
Okay, and now what we're going to do, we're going to do full mouth letters. Now, alhamdulillah, we've learned all the makharij of all the letters. This is the quality. Now, this is the quality of the letters. Each letter in Arabic alphabet is either from one of these 2 groups. It's either, I'm just going to write FM. No, wait. FM means full mouth. It's going to be full mouth or empty mouth. Okay, what is full mouth and what is empty mouth? I've told you before. When you pronounce a letter with full mouth, it's like your mouth is full with something like water. So your mouth is going to be round. Okay, when you pronounce the letter, I'm going to give you an example. Empty mouth letter, your mouth is empty, flat. Okay, so in Arabic alphabet, there's 30 letters. These letters are either going to be in this group or they have to be in this group. There is no middle. There is one middle, but I'm going to talk about this later. But let's not think about the middle group now. Okay, let's delete the middle group. So it's either going to be full mouth or it's either going to be empty mouth. Sorry. Yeah, it's either going to be full mouth or empty mouth. Okay, now there are 7 full mouth letters. Now we have to be very careful. If they are full mouth letters, we have to pronounce them with full mouth. Otherwise, they will become another letter. I'm going to show you each letter. If we don't pronounce this full mouth, they become another letter. It becomes a mutadad. It becomes the opposite letter. Okay, so qaf. I want everyone to memorize this. Okay, and this week's homework is when you read Quran, Surah Yasin, Surah Fatiha, whichever surah you prefer to do your exercise with, your mashq with, make sure you point out all these letters and try your best to practice it. Okay, even though you've mastered it, practice more. So now every time full mouth, permanently full mouth, every time full mouth. Remember, these are every time full mouth. The letter qaf. So when we pronounce this letter, we're not going to say ka, we're going to say qa. Can you see? Look at my mouth. Qa. My mouth it's like there's water in my mouth. Now, if I change this letter, can everyone make this letter empty mouth and see what letter it becomes? I'm going to ask brother Amin Ahmed. Are you with us? Are you with us? Yeah, you're with us.
Yeah.
Okay.
I am, yeah. Yeah.
I just did you just leave and come back, or were you here all the way?
Yeah, sorry. Where I was, I went to an empty room and the connection wasn't great, so I just basically moved
No,
to a different place.
It's okay because I just saw a notification. Okay. So far, is it okay? Full mouth letters. Now this letter qaf, read it. It's pronounced like this. Qa. So qaf. Your mouth is round. It's like there's something inside your mouth. Okay. Now try to read this letter empty mouth with their flat mouth and see what letter it becomes. All these letters, if you don't read it full mouth, they become another letter and the meaning changes. So we have to be very careful with full mouth. So say this letter with the empty mouth. And which letter does it become?
So did you want me to kaf?
Okay, kaf, mashallah. Done. Perfect, mashallah. Now, qaf is full mouth letter. If we don't make it full mouth, if we don't make our mouth circle round, it becomes a kaf. Can you see my mouth flat? Kaf, qaf. Qaf, I make my mouth round. Kaf, I make it flat. Now, sad. Now, can brother Fahim make sad into an empty mouth? Pronounce sad with the empty mouth and see which letter it becomes. So sad fatha sa. Saw. Now say that Sad
Saw.
Fatha Saw in empty
Sa.
mouth.
So
Sorry?
it becomes a seen, like a
Deen.
sa.
Yeah, it becomes a Sa. Sad Fatha Saw. But if you say
Yeah.
Sad Fatha Sa, it becomes a Sin. Meaning changes. Dad. Brother Farhan, can you tell me what Dad becomes? Dad is a full mouth letter. We have to be very careful when we read. If we don't make it full mouth, it becomes another letter. And remember, in any language, the two letters are not same. All the alphabet, the letters are meant to sound different. They're not meant to sound the same. Yeah. So, Brother Farhan, Dad,
Yes.
Dad Fatha Da.
So,
Read this letter. Sorry.
So if you join it with the Zobar and the
No. Oh, yeah. You can put a fatha before it and put a sakin. You can put a zobar before it, or
it's
you
like
can.
it becomes like a dal in it. So add.
Yes, perfect. It becomes a dal. So dad, da. If we don't say da with the full mouth, it becomes da. Okay, mashallah, very good so far. Next person, brother Abdul Haq. Ta.
No.
Ta. Wa alaykum salam. Ta is a full mouth letter. Say this letter in an empty mouth and let's see what happens.
Becomes a ta.
MashaAllah, very good. Okay, so everyone's mastered it already. Who's left? Brother 𝗃𝗶𝘀𝗀𝗀𝗀. The.
As or that.
The. It becomes a the. Okay, MashaAllah, very good. So Qaf becomes a kaf, Sad becomes a sin, Dad becomes a dal, Ta becomes a ta, Dha becomes the dhal. Okay, so all of these, they change the meaning. That's why we have to be very careful when we, and Kha doesn't really have the opposite letter, Ghain doesn't have the opposite letter, but because these 7 letters, but these 5 are very important. Okay, these 2 are important, but the thing is they don't have the opposite letter. So if you don't make them full mouth, it doesn't really change the meaning. But these, the first 5, they'll change the meaning. Okay, because it becomes another opposite letter. Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Now let's do this. Tafkhim. Tafkhim means full mouth. In Arabic, it's called tafkhim. It means full mouth. To pronounce the letters with the back of the tongue raised towards the palate, as if the mouth is full. So qaf, qaf. Just remember, your mouth has to be like it's full when you pronounce the letters. Okay, there are 7 letters. Okay, qaf, sad, dad, ta, dha, kha, ghain. We've done it here. They will always be full mouth. Why do I say always? We'll find out later. If they have a fatha on it, if they have a kasra on it, if they have a dhamma on it, if they're sakin, if they're shadda, they always have full mouth. If they have zobor, there, pesh, sakin, shadda, every time you'll read them with full mouth. Okay? In any situation, they're full mouth. Okay? Now, let me give you an example. Can everyone say this? Say this word. Just say it in your head. You don't have to say it out loud. Just say sayasla. Otherwise, if we make it empty mouth, it becomes sayasla. Khalaq. Otherwise, if you make it empty mouth, it becomes khalaq. Okay? Kha doesn't really make a big difference, but qaf changes the meaning because it becomes a kaf. Is that clear so far? Any questions? When we do the opposite, when we do the empty mouth, then this will become more clear. Okay, because, but so till now, is there any questions or is clear? Okay,
it's clear.
Okay, mashallah. Okay, tarqiq. Tafkhim, tarqiq, you don't have to learn that. Just remember, full mouth, and tarqiq means empty mouth. You don't have to learn the Arabic terms. I just done it because some people, they might be familiar, maybe they don't Tajweed before, and they learn tarqiq and takhfim. These are Arabic words. You don't have to learn that. Just learn full mouth letters. So if I say on Monday, next Wednesday, if I say, brother 𝗃𝗶𝘀𝗀𝗀𝗀, what's the 7 permanent full mouth letters? You just say qaf, sad, dad, ta, dha, kha, ghain. Okay, and the rest of them are empty mouth letters. So in Arabic alphabet, if there's 30 alphabet letters and 7 of them are permanently full mouth, how many becomes empty? What does it leave empty? How many? From 30 letters, 7 are permanent full mouth. These 7. So how many letters are empty mouth?
23.
23, mashallah. I'm doing a maths lesson. Okay, 23, mashallah. Just to wake everyone up. Okay, 23. So the rest of the 23 they are empty mouth. Okay, let me give you an example. The letter, this one, what's this letter?
Ba.
Yes,
Ba.
ba. Or do we say ba or do we say ba?
Ba.
Do we say Bismillah or Bismillah?
Bismillah.
Yeah, we say empty mouth. We'll have other ba. One second, let me just go to pen. So the rest of the letters are empty mouth. Ba, jim. Say jim. What's the jim fatha? What's the sound? Ja. It's automatically we say ja. We don't say jaw. We say ja. So there's another one. Wow fatha. What's the sound?
Wa.
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 Okay.
Wa.
So can you see wa? We don't say wa. We say wa. Yeah. So can you see when I pronounce these letters, my mouth is flat, and when I was pronouncing the full mouth letters, can you see the difference? One, the mouth is full, round, circle. It's like it's full with water. If you try to make it flat, everything will fall out your mouth. Okay. So that's the difference between full mouth and empty mouth, and we have to be very careful, because if we make a full mouth letter empty, or if we make an empty mouth letter full, the meaning changes. It becomes lahna jali. It becomes the major mistake. The way we done qaf, qalb, qul huwa Allahu ahad. Say Allah. Say there is only one Allah. But if we say kul, if we don't say the qaf full mouth and we say kaf, it means eat. Eat the one Allah. Okay. Qalbun. Okay. Qalb means heart. Kalb means dog. Okay. There's other mistakes. It's on the slides on module 1. Now you can go and see Saad and Sin. What happens if you change it around? Let's go to, okay. Now, brother Abdul Haq, what's the 7 letters of full mouth? Just name 1 or 2. I don't expect you to know all of it. Just name 1 or 2. She's not here. Brother Amin Ahmed. Full mouth letters. 1 or 2.
Qaf, ضاد,
MashaAllah.
ضا.
Yeah. Okay. Let's give Brother Fahim. Brother Fahim, can you don't look at the screen and just full mouth letters. Just tell me 1 or 2.
Ain.
MashaAllah.
Ba.
MashaAllah.
Sa.
Brother Farhan. MashaAllah. Very good. MashaAllah. Brother Farhan.
Kha.
Kha.
Did someone say to?
You can say it. Even though someone said it, you can repeat. You can say it again.
Okay, yeah. Kha, to, qaf, swad.
MashaAllah. Brother Kibriya, even though someone said those letters, you can repeat it again. I just want to see.
Okay. Qaf.
MashaAllah.
Swad.
Yeah.
Dad.
Yeah.
More.
Okay, that's okay, MashaAllah. Okay, that's okay. Let me just tell you another trick if you want to memorize it. When we memorized it, we learned a word called kutubu jaddin. Okay, these are like they make into a phrase for you to learn because there's so many letters. Qalqala has qaf ta ba jim dal, full math has qaf sad ta dha kha ghain. It's so hard because this group has this many letters, then another group. So our teachers used to make like a small word. So we learn kutubu jaddin. Let me see if you don't really need to learn that. But if you want, there's no harm. Wait, how do you? Yeah. So we learned kutubu jaddin. Kutubu jaddin. So kutubu or jaddin. That it means something in Arabic. Okay. So you can learn it like this, or the other way is qaf. Okay, so you say qaf, sad, ta, dha, they're in sequence in Arabic alphabet. Alif, ba, ta, tha, jim, dal, ha, ra, za, shin, sin, sad, ta, dha, they come in sequence in Arabic alphabet. So these 4 are in order. So qaf is the odd one out, and then the next 4 they come in order, and kha and ghain the odd one out. So we can learn it like that. Just to make it easy for you, I'm just trying to give you some ways for you to remember these letters. Okay. So if you want, you can learn Qaf, Sad, Tada. I put it in Sad, Tada, so 4 letters are in one order, and Kha, Ghain. Or you can learn this word, Kutubu Jaddin. Jaddin. So Kutubu Jaddin. Kutubu Jaddin. Qaf, Ta, Ba, Jim, Dal. Oh no, sorry. Kutubu Jaddin is sorry, my mistake. Kutubu Jaddin is qalqala. This is khussa daghatin qid. But it's okay. Don't worry. Don't worry about that. Just learn Qaf, Sad, Ta, Dha, Kha, Ghain. Okay, these 4 they come in order. And okay, so what we done is we done 7 full mouth letters. The rest of them are empty. Now, from the empty mouth letters, there are 3 letters. Okay, these 7 are always full mouth. Can you remember I told you, in any situation they're full mouth. The rest of them are any situation they're empty mouth. But there are 3 letters. They are the ones we have to concentrate on. They have 2 types. Sometimes they become full, sometimes they become empty. Okay, so they are in between. So now we have 3 categories. We have every time full mouth, every time empty mouth, and a passage in between. Okay, every time full mouth letters are Kha, Qaf, Sad, Ta, Dha, Kha, Ghain. Every time empty mouth, Ba, Waw, Sin. These are every time empty. Sa, Ka, Ba. And there's a small passage in between. There's 3 letters. They are sometimes full mouth, sometimes empty mouth. What are those? Okay, now let's read this one. There are 3 unique letters which, despite being from the empty mouth letters, will be pronounced with the full mouth in certain circumstances. They are sometimes full mouth and sometimes empty mouth. Letter number 1 is Alif. Alif, the letter Alif. Okay, letter number 2, or the word number 2, is the lam in the word Allah. The lam in the word Allah, and the letter number 3 is Ra. These are the 3 letters. They are sometimes full and sometimes empty. Okay, I need everyone to concentrate on this, because a lot of people, they forget and they make mistakes. Okay, sorry. Okay, Alif and Ra, so far is it clear, or does anyone need to ask questions, or is clear so far? Okay, Alif will do later. Alif will do later, inshallah, next lesson. Ra will do later. Let's concentrate on the word Allah. Okay, now the word Allah, Allah will be full mouth. The lam in Allah, remember, do you know it's this lam? We're talking about this lam. When is this lam full mouth? When is this lam full mouth? Who can tell me what this lam is? Is this lam full mouth or empty mouth? The normal lam.
Empty mouth.
Just la.
Yeah, normal lam is permanently empty mouth. Okay, la. Okay, la ilaha illallah. La ilaha la. Normal lam is always empty mouth. In here we're talking about the lam in the word Allah. Okay, so the lam in the word Allah is full mouth. When? It's full mouth when it has a fatha, zobor, or damma, pesh before it. Can you see? Yeah. We have to remember one thing. Wait, let me zoom in. Let me try to. Yeah. We have to remember one thing. The word Allah, most of the time the alif is not going to have anything on it unless we start with the alif. Unless the sentence starts with the alif, then the alif might have a fatha or kasra. Otherwise, majority of the time, this alif is going to be always empty. Okay? Because it's called hamza wasliya. It's always empty. That's why we have to look at the word, the letter before that. So the letter before Allah, if it's got a dhamma or if it's got a fatha, the word Allah is pronounced with a full mouth. I'll give you an example. Okay, let me just delete everything. Let me just take the zoom off. Okay, now look at this. The first example is huwallah. We don't say huwallah. We say huwallahu, Allahu, huwallahu. And if we say Allahu with a fatha on alif, we say Allahu. Okay, let's put a kasra on alif. How would you say? Are you going to say illahu or illahu? How would we read it?
Empty mouth.
Empty mouth. Okay. Now, huwallahu, Allah, the word Allah is got a fatha before it. The word Allah is got a dhamma before it. Rasulullahi, Rasulullahi. We don't say Rasulullahi. No. It's Rasulullahi. When there is a fatha, let's read this. When there is a fatha or dhamma before the word Allah, the lam in the word Allah will be read with full mouth. That's straightforward. Okay. We'll do some Quranic example, inshallah. And I'm going to give you some homework. When you come next lesson, I'm going to listen to your Quran. And then we have this. Then we have this one. The second part is this one. When there is a kasra before the word Allah, we read the lam in Allah. How? Full or empty? Empty. Okay.
Empty.
So remember one thing. This is going to come in use a lot. Fatha and Dhamma, the two which comes on top, they make it full. Kasra, it makes things empty. Okay. That say the similar rule applies in Ra as well. So if you understand it, Fatha and Dhamma, they are a group. Kasra is alone, but it'll make everything empty. Fatha and Dhamma makes everything full. Yeah. Look at the example. Fi dinillahi idha jaa nasrullahi wal fath wa ra'aita an-nasa yadkhuluna fi dinillahi. It's got a kasra before it, so we say it with empty mouth. We don't say fi dinillahi. No, fi dinillahi. Okay. This one. Sorry. Sorry, why is my pen not working? Yeah. Fi dinillahi. And before we start reading Quran, we always say Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. We don't say Bismillahi. We say Bismillahi. Empty mouth. Our mouth is flat. Bismillahi. Yeah. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. What I'm going to do is this is all I'm going to teach for today. Yeah, I'm not going to teach Alif. This is all I'm going to teach for today. I'm going to take everyone to this page of the I'm going to take everyone to this Quran page. Can everyone see this? Yes. Can everyone see this Quran?
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is anyone familiar with this? What surah it is? What juz this is? This is Surah Mujadala.
25 para.
It's on para number 28. This is the starting of number 28, juz number 28. Yeah. Why did I choose this surah? Does anyone know something special about this surah? Why did I choose this surah to explain the word Allah, the lam in the word Allah? I could have chose the rest of the Quran. Why did I choose this surah? There is something special behind this surah. Yeah. I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you after I explain. After I show you all the practical examples, I'll tell you why I chose this. So let's choose blue. Okay. So I want everyone. If you go to your Quran, not now. Now you can just look at the screen, and I'll tell you how to do it. When you go to your Quran later on today or tomorrow, you can read in Surah Yasin, like Brother Kibri was saying. Surah Yasin. When you read Surah Yasin, anytime the word Allah comes, okay, Allah has a kasra before it, it's going to be empty mouth. Allah has a fatha before it, okay. Plus, anytime the 7 full mouth letters come, Qaf, Sad, Ta, Da, Kha, Ghain, Yasin, wal Qur'an al Hakim, wal Qur'an, Qaf, Qur'an al Hakim, innaka laminal murs. No, we didn't learn Ra. Ala siratim, Sad, siratim mustaqim, the Sad and Ta. So every time we read Surah Yasin, Surah Waqi'ah, or just general Quran, we have to start concentrating on the 7 full mouth letters. Also, Allah, the word Allah. When is it full mouth? When is it empty mouth? Okay. So look at this. This word Allah, is it full or empty? Brother Farhan.
Full.
Okay. What about this one, brother Fahim?
Full.
Okay. What about this one, brother Abdul Haq? Can you see?
نعم بالله.
Is it full or empty?
It's empty.
MashaAllah. Why is it empty?
Because of the letter before it.
Yeah, but letter before it or the okay. What's the letter before it?
It's ba.
Yeah, but it's the kasra before it. Because of the kasra before it. Yeah. The word Allah, the lam in the word Allah, we look at the harka before it. So like this one, the first one we done here. This is full mouth because there's a fatha before it. This is full mouth because there's a fatha before it. Yeah. Brother 𝗃𝗵𝘀𝗶𝘀. What about this one, brother 𝗃𝗵𝘀𝗀?
It's got a fatha before it.
So is it full or empty?
Allah. It's a full.
Okay. What about this, brother Fahim?
Inna Allah.
No, this one.
Which? This one.
This one.
This one here. So
yeah.
It's pronounced وَالَّذِينَ. وَالَّذِي.
Is it full mouth or empty?
I'd say empty.
It's got a fatha before it.
But there's no Islam is part of
MashaAllah, MashaAllah, yeah. I just wanted to test you. MashaAllah, very good. This is not the word, this is not the lam of Allah. It's a normal lam. This is this lam. Okay, it's not this lam. It's not the okay. I just wanted to test you. MashaAllah, very good. Very good. MashaAllah. Okay. Now why did I choose this this surah? Okay, because there's something special about this surah, Surah Mujadala. This is the only surah in the Quran, every verse has the word Allah in it. So if you want to teach someone, subhanallah, if you want to teach someone the rule of Allah, this is just one page, one side. This surah has 4 sides. If you want, you can go later on today, you got the time till next Wednesday. If you do 1 side a day, you're going to see that every verse, every ayah, this surah has about 22 to 25 ayats. I'm not exactly sure. I know it's more than 22 or 25 ayats. Every verse has the word Allah at least once. There is no other surah in the Quran, it's got word Allah in every single verse. Sometimes they have 1 verse of Allah, and then the next 2 verses, it's not going to say Allah's name, then it's going to say Allah's name. But this one, every single verse has Allah's name. That's why I chose this surah. What I want everyone to do is just concentrate on the first page of this surah, okay? Or whichever surah you want. Let's stick to this surah, okay? So as a class, we'll stick to this surah, but in your own thing, so imagine you're reading Surah Fatiha or Surah Yasin or Surah Waqi'ah, that's your own thing. You can look for the full mouth letters, you can look for the Allah, you can look for the word Allah. But as a class, we'll do this together, yeah? So what we will do is, I'm going to start from here. Okay? So alladhina, there's nothing there. Yudhahiruna, there's a full mouth letter there. Can you see it? Dha. Okay? Yudhahiruna minkum min nisa'i ma hunna ummati min. We don't know enough rules yet. Once we know enough rules, so we're going to say ra is full mouth because it's got dhamma on it. Then mim, what do you call it? Ikhfa. But we don't know that yet. So inna Allah is going to be full mouth. Wallahu is going to be full mouth. Billahi is going to be empty mouth because it's got a kasra before it. That's it. So Allah, these are all the word with Allah. Okay. Beside that, qaf is full mouth because it's got qaf is full mouth here. It's a full mouth letter. Ghain is full mouth letter. Dha is full mouth letter. Qaf is full mouth. Raqabatin qaf is full mouth. Qaf is full mouth. ذلكم توعظون full mouth. والله بما تعملون خبير is full mouth. فمن لم يجد فالصيام. صاد is full mouth. شهرين متتابعين من قبل is قاف is full mouth. Ta is full mouth. Ta is full mouth. Can you see? So when you do it practically like this, okay, you've marked it. You can color it in your Quran if you want, or you can just leave it blank. But then now you know, Okay, I found 7 full mouth letters in this page. Now I'm going to read this page, and every time I come to these words, I'm going to try to make it full mouth. So my my practice gets done. Okay, so if you read it like that, you can color it. Sometimes I tell my students when I teach in the mosque, I tell them color in different color. So every time you come here, you know you have to make it full mouth. You have to concentrate. You can't miss this, otherwise the meaning changes. So you can color code it, get a black and white Quran and color code it. Maybe do full mouth in brown or yellow or something like that. And then every time we do a new rule, we can start using a different color. So for qalqala, for bouncing, we can use red. For this, we can use a different color. Okay. So far we have 3 rules to concentrate on when we read Quran. Number 1 is when we read a line, we have to come back to it and practically do all their makharij. So what's the makhraj of qaf? The last. So if I start from here, what's the makhraj of qaf? The last part of your tongue touches the palate. Dal, the tip of your tongue touches the root, the gums of your top 2 teeth. Sin, what's the makhraj? We go over it like that, okay? And then we come and we look for full mouth letters. Qaf is a full mouth letter. Qaf is a full mouth letter. Zawjiha, there's no other full mouth letter. Then we say Allah. There is Allah here. Is this Allah full or empty? It's going to be full because it's got a fatha before it. So once we get 1 line or 2 line and we try to implement all the rules, this is one of the ways how our rules will become stronger. Okay, it's going because we're doing it practically. Is that okay, or is that I gave too much information?
No, that's good. Can I ask one question on this?
Yeah.
What on the second ayat, 4th line down?
1 second. Let me just clear everything. Yeah, 4th line down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah.
With in ummahatukum, is that there?
No. This is a kasra, but this is going to be empty mouth because it's not Allah. It's illa. Illallahi. Okay. Both of these lam are empty mouth because they are lam. Allah, the word Allah will always come in this shape.
Okay.
The word Allah will always come in that shape. Okay. It has to be like this. That's how it's going to look. Allah will. Okay. If it's like this, it's not Allah because it's got 1 lam. It has to be this shape. Okay.
Okay.
Anyone else? Anything you want me to go over today you didn't understand? I can go over it again. But now, do you know how to do the practical? It's called ijra. Ijra means practical. You practically find all the rules in Quran. It will make all your rules more solid. And when you read Quran, you will see the difference. Okay, if you mark everything from before and then you try to read Quran, you'll become more careful when you read Quran. And that's what will make your Quran perfect. Okay, if we just listen to the Tajweed lesson and then we go and we just read it anyhow we want, we wouldn't see any improvement. And like I said before, it comes in a hadith. Prophet ﷺ said, a little action, doing it continuously every time is better. Okay, because it has a bigger effect. So if I give a penny a day or a pound a day, but I do it every single day. If I read 2 rakat salah, optional salah, nafal salah, but I do it every single day, that's better than me just praying 20 rakat salah in 1 day and then for the next 2 weeks I don't even pray nafal salah. Or I give £100 today as charity and then I forget to give charity for the next 2-3 months. Okay, so a small deed done every single day because it changes your nature. Naturally, you just become a different person. Okay, that's what mashq does. Do mashq exercise and practicing practically. If you do one side, 2 sides a day, and then you're gonna think, you know what, I've done too much for the whole week, I'm not gonna do it. And then when it comes on next Wednesday, you forgot everything. That's why it's just better to concentrate on 1 line a day. Okay, you might not find much rules because we haven't done much, but whatever you find, mashallah, that's very good. The next day, concentrate on the 2nd line, 3rd line. That's why I said Surah Fatiha has 7 verses. We concentrate on 1 verse a day to implement the makharij. So what's the makharij of alhamdu? Hamza, lam, ha, mim, dal. What's the makharij of that? So it was easy. It's not too much on 1 person and it's easy. Okay, otherwise if I say do the whole Surah Fatiha every single day, people, they just get sick and tired of you and they just stop you. Okay. This is, as a class, we'll stick to this. This is juz number 28, the first page of juz number 28. As a class, we'll do much from here. What I'm going to do is try to, so 1 line, 2 line, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. What we'll do, we'll stop here. We'll stop here. Everyone, every day we go over 1 line. We first find all the rules and then we try to practically read it. The next day we do the 2nd line, 3rd line, 4th line, 5th line, 6th line. And then on the 7th day, we go over all 7 lines. Inshallah, next Wednesday, I'm going to test randomly. I'm going to say, okay, brother Fahim, can you read the 3rd line and tell me all the rules on the 3rd line? Now, the rules can be full math letters. It can be Allah with full math, or it can be just general. What's the makhraj of dha? What's the makhraj of mim? There is a mim here. There is a noon there. There is a sin there. What's the makhraj? Okay. And then slowly, once we get more rules, we'll have more rules in 1 line, and then we're going to start reading Quran as well. Okay. Is that okay? Any questions? Any questions?
No, Jazakallah.
Okay, so remember there's 30 alphabet letters in Arabic. There's 30 letters of alphabet. 7 are permanently full math. The rest of the 23 are empty math. Besides, in those 23, there's 3 which are sometimes full, sometimes empty, which leaves us 20. Those 20 are permanent empty. 7 are permanent full, 20 permanent empty, and 3 alif, the lam in Allah, and ra are sometimes full, sometimes empty. We didn't do ra, we didn't do alif, we done the lam in Allah. It is the lam in Allah, not the normal lam. The normal lam is always empty. The lam in Allah is full math when there's a fatha or dhamma before it. Allah, ullah. It's empty when there's a kasra before it. Illa, bismillah. Is that clear? Look, this is another one. Bismillah, empty math. Okay. Okay, please do your homework, learn the full math letters, and do this practically. And inshallah, I'll see everyone on. Okay, let's have another lesson next Wednesday, and then the following Wednesday, the 30th, we'll just take a week off because we just started now. If we have next 2 weeks off, we'll forget everything. So I know everyone's going to be a bit busy with the family, holiday, mashallah. But let's just try to get that 1 hour out. And inshallah, Allah will reward us. Okay, let's just try to get next Wednesday 1 hour out. If you don't want, I can do it 6 o'clock till 7 next week, or I can do 7 till 8. It's up to you lot. Let's keep it next Wednesday. We'll do class. And then the following Wednesday, on the 30th of December, we'll take a 1 week off. And then we resume back on January again. Is that okay?
Okay, inshallah.
Okay then. Assalamu alaikum.
Yeah, inshallah.
Jazakallah for joining. Jazakallah.
Khayr,